Hi everybody, I hope you guys are doing great today. So we're going to get right into your reading for February 1st through the 8th of 2020. I'm going to front load with the astrology. I'm time stamping in the description box below. If you don't want the astrology part, there's no problem. Each sign is going to be getting their own video, but I'm going to be front loading each sign with this astrological information, just so that you guys know. So let's get right into this. There are two things that I really want to talk about this week. The first one is Mercury entering Pisces on February 3rd. It's going to be there till the 4th of March. So when Mercury's in Pisces, our thinking is more visual, intuitive, and imaginative. We're particularly tuned into our world of emotions, which ends up coloring both our thoughts and actually all the ways that we communicate. And we'll be very tuned into our intuition here, expressing ourselves with imagery, and we're all going to be really in our high priestess vibe. No, it's not gender specific, right? We're all going to be tapping into that intuition, and we're definitely more attracted to anything that's consciousness raising, and really kind of getting to the bottom of things to bring them up, to really look at them. Now, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio, the water signs, are going to feel more communicative, definitely more creative and easygoing during this transit. We're all going to be feeling more creative. We are. But the water signs are just going to have an easier time with this energy, while the mutables, Gemini, Sagittarius, and Virgo, are likely going to experience like a more mentally busy and maybe even stressful time due to the lack of clarity. As Pisces, with Mercury here, Mercury is actually in detriment here. And for those of you who don't know what detriment means, it's just not able to operate at maximum strength. So it's almost like a retrograde, but actually, now that I'm saying this, we are going to be in shadow, right? We are going to be in the shadow of Mercury retrograde, because it's always like 2 weeks before, and Mercury retrograde is hitting on the 16th. So hey, even more fog thrown in there for good measure. But Mercury is very intellectual, analytical, and precise, and Pisces is very vague, right? That emotional daydreamer. So it really makes sense that Mercury feels challenged here, because Pisces is two fish swimming in an opposite direction, inside dreamy and unclear Neptune. And Mercury is going to want to catch the fish and get a straight answer out of them, but he won't be able to. So hence the frustration for those of us who thrive on clarity of communication, So luckily, despite the difficult placement here of Mercury, there's still plenty of ways to take advantage of this planet, having to do with communication, even though it's in Pisces. It's just important to keep in mind that, with Mercury in Pisces, we are more sensitive and touchy. Our emotions might tend to get the better of us, and our actions may mostly be motivated by our feelings. So, since logic and reasoning just may not be very easy to come by in this energy, and verbal communication may not go the way you intended, let's just say, we can easily come off as very vague and have a very hard time picking the right words to say. But just by thinking a little bit before we say what's on our mind, we can end up saving ourselves from stressful arguments and misunderstandings. And depending on the situation, guys, Mercury could be treading in troubled waters in Pisces and lead to emotional outbursts and fights, or it could present you with a great opportunity to get in touch with your inner self and start like deep, healthy conversations about your feelings, Now, the good news is Pisces is that dreamy, watery sign, so creativity and emotions. So really awesome for those of you who are artistic, or you're needing to tap into that artistic vibe. And that doesn't only mean anything in the arts. Pretty much everything we do, if you think about it, requires some sort of artistic edge. So we're just going to be thinking about things through our heart space and in a creative way. Mercury in Pisces, it really does wonders here for your imagination. So you can pump out some really like colorful and brilliant work in this energy. Your thought process is more romantic and dreamy and even spiritual now. So meaning you can really hone in on your intuitive and your psychic talents for those of you who are interested in that. If you're interested in anything having to do with like the metaphysical, like tarot or astrology or Reiki or anything like that, Mercury in Pisces is a great energy to start learning in, it really is. Now, Pisces is also the most compassionate sign, right? And with Mercury's stay here, there's just going to be a lot of love and empathy and support. So really, I mean, at the end of it all, it's really a great opportunity to get more in touch with your emotions and rework the way you express them to others. Right? And by the time this transit ends, you're definitely going to have a new perspective on your spiritual side and the way you flex your creative muscle and something having to do with your heart space. So it is all really, really good. And then on the 7th, we have Venus entering Aries. So Venus in Aries, this is going to be happening from February 7th to March 4th. And in Aries, love is very spontaneous and direct. So it's the chase is very exciting to us under this fiery energy. We're bold, we're fresh, a little impatient. I did mention that in the monthly, right, when it comes to matters of the heart. And in this energy, we really don't want to look back. It's the kind of thing where we're going to be very forward moving, forward thinking. And when it comes to anything having to do with our heart, not that we're not going to be missing people, not that, but we're just going to be like, wanting to push our life forward in the biggest way. We're really going to be feeling this fire in our belly to just push our life forward. You know, we're not interested in saying I'm sorry or dwelling on the past, and we're not even really interested in hearing it. It's just this very forward, like what's done is done. Let's just go. It's a brand new day. It's time to make things work right now. So Aries is known for a love of the chase and conquest, right? In a very blunt, with no sugarcoating kind of way. Really saying it like it is very important to Aries. So we're going to be vibing this in this energy, not in a mean or petty way, just direct, but maybe not so direct actually, or as intended, because of that Pisces in Mercury, you know, now that I'm thinking about it, his desires are strong and expressed spontaneously, enthusiastically in this energy, right? Remember, Aries are those strong, mighty warriors. It's the Emperor energy. But even Venus, the most sensual planet, is no match really for this fiery energy of Aries, right? So this is definitely like an energy that thrives on competition. So again, that love of the chase towards flirtatious romances that are defined by physical touch. Exciting spontaneity can be played here. At play here, right? So guys, think about this. Mercury's in shadow this week. So we're entering the retrograde energy of the everything, including reconciliation and reconnections. So for many of you, this is going to manifest as an ex coming back in a very fiery, in a very passionate, in a very like pointed, knowing what they want kind of way, but it's going to feel confusing. Like, I don't know what to do, you know, kind of thing. Is this real? Is it not real? I don't know. So it's going to end up creating this confusion. But we can also feel this fire in our belly to make changes in any area of our life that speaks to our heart space. But since we won't have all the information, we can easily idealize a person or a situation. So, you know, at the end of the day, this is a really deep week. It's a really exciting week, but it can be a very confusing week. So as I always say, stay open, stay grounded. Thank you so much. And let's go pull some cards for your sign. Hi Taurus, I hope you guys are doing great. Thanks for hanging with me. Let's get right into your general messages for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 1st through the 8th, 2020. So I'm going to first pull crowning energy, and then we'll pull your gift and your challenge and qualifiers, and we'll do some love at the end, okay? A little bit of a different setup, guys, so please show me some grace as I get used to working with this new setup. Okay, messenger of water. I like this, guys. This is you getting very, very in touch with your emotions and what it is that you want for your heart space, what you want in that relationship, what it is that you really want out of that job, out of that connection. And this is you looking at all the stories and all the things that you've been telling yourself regarding this person or this job, whatever this connection is, and getting very real about whether it's not time to maybe update some old stories that you've been telling yourself about a person or a situation. You know, maybe is more compromise needed right now, or have you been showing up the way that you really want to show up in the relationship, or has the person who you're dealing with been showing up the way you need for them to show up as well? But it's just really looking at what it is that you need, having to do with the water energy, which is all about emotions and love. But not only romantic love, guys, even with friends, family connections, and even the love that we end up having for our work, you know. So we do have your gift here as transformation. Put that up there like that. You guys can see that. And I'll pull your challenge for the week, and we'll put that on the side. We'll put clarifiers for everything, okay? Queen of Earth, it's the Queen of Pentacles, okay? All right, so that's going to be the challenge this week. It's going to be moving forward, because this is a Sagittarius energy, and in whatever, whether it's a job or in a connection, we do have movement. Now, guys, we do have transformation, and we have the challenges being some struggle with a movement forward. Now, these can be connected, but they don't have to be. This could have to do with a relationship. This could be career, vice versa. Both could be regarding friendships, family situations. You know, you apply it as you see fit. But definitely the crowning energy for you guys this week is going to be all about really asking yourself if you don't need to update or change up how you think, what you believe, your moral code, your moral compass. What do you actually think relationship is really supposed to look like? What does a successful career really even mean to you? What does all of that even mean? All the things that speak to your heart space. And you're really going to need to be getting front and center with that, Taurus, because we do have the transformation energy, and this is a Pluto energy. This is kind of like the death card, because it's kind of like a scorpionic vibe, because that's what it is. I mean, it's transformation means cycling out of one area in your life that you're in right now and going into another. Now, you could stay in the same home and the same relationships that you're in and still transform. You know, this could certainly be happening internally. It's a little different for all of us. So this is the recent past. This is where you are now. Ooh, King of Swords. You go, Taurus. You go. Make sure you guys can see those. The Three of Wands reverse is the struggle that you're having with this gift. And then we have as the outcome energy, we have the Seven of Cups in the reverse as the outcome. Well, that makes sense to me, because transformation is not always full of clarity, right? You're coming from a space where you're just like feeling the belly burn of passion and motivation to move forward in something. Really just wanting to move forward in something. And when I say the recent past, because it's anything that's in your energy field. So for some of you, this could be as I'm taping this right now, a little before this time period hits. For others of you, this could just be generally what you've been going through for the past year. But it's this burning desire for something new, something different. And it's a new beginning, because it's an ace. So there's this new beginning. Very heavy willingness here. And then we have the King of Swords energy. So this is a Capricorn and Aquarius energy. And Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, which is all about doing things differently, a little out of the box, you know. And Capricorn's all about hard work, ruled by Saturn, right? Saturn is the great taskmaster. So there's hard work in the area of doing things differently. And this is your truth. You're willing to really roll up your sleeves and look at stuff. Look at the things in your life that you want to change. You're not going to want to change every part of your life. If you're in a solid relationship, that's awesome. Maybe you want to change issues at work, situations within your family dynamic, your friendship circle, whatever it is. But this is you getting really honest with the fact that, okay, you know what? If I want things to be different, I need to do things differently, because that's very much the messenger of water. We're dealing with the King of Swords energy because it's an Aquarius energy with Saturn. It's whatever you're working at now in your life in this next cycle, because we're all starting this next cycle together. You're working very hard, but you're working differently. And I do feel like this is the gift. That the gift is that you're going to have these epiphanies coming to you, these seeds, even if not everything might not be totally clear right now. That's the thing. You want to be mindful of it, and you want to be very patient in this energy, just because we do have, you know, like I mentioned in the astrology part, Mercury doesn't really jive with Pisces, in that there's not enough clarity, you know. And then throw into that we have Mercury in shadow and then go in retrograde mid-month. So, you know, but there is a recognition that it's Taurus. You're telling yourself, if I want to do different, I have to be different. And if I want different to happen, I have to make different happen. And really taking an ownership for that, because you're understanding that you're transforming. And that in order to effectively transform, you have to change the way you're doing things. Because what is the definition of insanity, as they say, right? It's doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. So I feel like you're going to be very front and center with that, but you're not really sure what the hell that all even means. Because the Three of Wands energy, I mean, it's a great energy. Three of Wands is all about the sun in Aries, and that's beautiful. There's a freshness, there's a newness here, you know, because the sun is about getting on that path of where you belong. And Aries is the Emperor energy, and it's the baby of the zodiac, and it's all about approaching things with a fresh, new, fiery perspective. But you're in the reverse. You're like, I got this fire in my belly. I know I have to do things differently, but I really don't even know what the heck that means right now. And if you're feeling this right now, Taurus, that's okay. It really, really is okay. Everything's going to become more clear. Just know that it's the energy in the sky. I mean, this is more confusion. I mean, the outcome card, you're transforming. Awesome, great gift, but you're confused. Because the Seven of Cups is, you know, we say, you know what's in Five of the Cups, but you're just not sure what's in those two. And this is a Venus and Scorpio energy. So Venus is all about, Venus is all about transformation. And this is about really getting down to the bottom of it all and really recognizing what speaks to your heart space, because Venus is not only the planet of love, but it indicates our relationship with money. It indicates our self-worth, our self-value, anything that we love or that we should love, right? And this is just not having a totally clear picture of it. You might not be really clear on what it is that you really want for yourself in your heart space. You might be questioning your sense of self-worth right now, even if you're not talking about it, feeling it deep inside. And that's very common when we're dealing with a period of transformation. It's very unsettling when our feet don't feel like they're firmly on the ground, especially for an earth sign. Because, you know, Taurus loves the earth, loves that groundedness, right? That pentacle energy. But remember, I mean, you're ruled by Venus, right? So this is an important concept to remember here as we're transforming, because it's like you really doing some deep self-analysis here. Really healthy. I mean, the messenger between the messenger of the water, the transformation, and this, you're really trying to figure things out. Now, the thing is this, with this outcome energy, the Seven of Cups, again, you want to be very patient with yourself and try your very best not to assume or to jump to conclusions in this energy. It's very, very, very easy to do that, because think about it. Like I said, you know what's in Five of the Cups, you don't know what's in Two. And what do we do as human beings when we know most of the information about a person or a situation, but not everything? We end up making assumptions, or we end up filling those two cups in with what we think the truth might be. You know, but that's always coming from the wrong direction. That's always coming from your perception of what you think things might be. So you might not be correct. And if I had to call this anything, we're in like a micro season of fog. You know, things just aren't 100% clear for a number of reasons. So understand that you're not going to know all of the answers right now, and just be patient. Everything is going to start to show itself. But in the meantime, keep doing that deep introspective work and get in touch with seriously, what it is that you want. So if you're happy with your job, what is it that you really want in your relationships? If your intimate relationship is really solid, what is it that you really want from a friend? Are you updating how you view friendship? Maybe you've matured and you've grown into a different space and you need different things out of friends. Not that you should be dumping all your friends off at the corner, but what it is that you need and what it is that you're desiring from friendship, you know? So I like this for you because there's a lot of deep introspection going on here on a number of levels. This is really, really good. And that is your gift. Now let's take a look at the challenge. Okay, so we have the Queen of Earth, Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is Sagittarius and Capricorn. And as we mentioned before, Sagittarius is all about movement and Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. So it's about doing the hard work and moving forward. Having a hard time doing that, and I'm not saying that, like I said, the gift and the challenge do not have to be connected. You always say that. One could be relationship, one could be career, family situation, friend, whatever. I am getting that there is this challenge within you to have clarity enough to be able to move forward in a situation. It's like, the change is here. You know that the new cycle is here. You want things to be different. Absolutely. So there's no confusion there, but it's like, all right, okay. And now what? That I know that, because I just don't know what this next step is supposed to be. And we'll see where you're. Yeah, you're confused. Okay. I mean, Two of Pentacles. I'm not surprised about that, right? Two of Pentacles is a Jupiter and Capricorn energy. Again, Jupiter's all about luck and expansion. And again, Capricorn, you got a lot of Saturn hanging out in this reading, Taurus. Capricorn's ruled by Saturn. So this is about, doing the hard work to move something forward. But you're having, you have to do that. In the Pentacle space, it can have to do with money. So if you're thinking about a job, a career, if a career is on your heart, you're very confused about anything having to do with the Pentacles, as in money and investment. So it could be, are you actually getting paid what you're worth at your job? Is it bringing you what you need? Or maybe, should you stay in this job, or should you try another job, or should you start an entire new career, or should you stay where you are? It's just this idea of having to reason out these two Pentacle energies. Now, if it has nothing to do with work, it could certainly do with emotional, mental, and physical connection. So that covers all relationships of all kind, family, friend, intimate, anything like that. But sort of feeling like at a crossroads in a friendship, feeling at a crossroads with a family member, kind of being in this space. Should I love them from afar? Because I don't know, maybe they're not giving me what I need, and they're very toxic for me, and I need to, love them from a distance. Or this could certainly be a relationship. Should I get back with that person? Should I not? Should I stay single for a while and then just kind of see what happens? Should I go with this person over that person? So I feel like you're coming from this space of confusion, but right now you're ending the cycle, and this is like a good ending of the cycle. You're putting the wands down in the reverse, putting them down. And the Ten of Wands energy, it's feeling taxed to the point where something needs to be unloaded. So this could actually be in the physical 3D, you're a multitasker, you're really busy at work, taking care of the home, taking care of your kids, plus you have a lot of emotional stuff going on with you, and it's just so much. Well, this can just be in the mental space. But what's happening here is you just don't have the willingness to move forward with a person in a situation. You just can't do it. It's like you just can't. So here I sense this confusion. Here you're putting the wands down. Now the struggle within the challenge is the Hierophant. You're having a really hard time reasoning this out, via your belief system. This could have to do with your religious beliefs. This could have to do with societal norms. This could just have to do with your perception of what you believe to be healthy, normal, whatever for a relationship. What is successful look like? And again, this goes right back to the messenger of water, because that's exactly what this is. The messenger of water is questioning all of these things, and that's not going to be easy, and that's really hard. If you think about it, where you believe up for so many years or for so long that a relationship should be and smell a certain way, right? Or success in a career should look a certain way. And and who knows where we pick these things up. It could be a little bit of everything, a little bit from our early family, a little bit people who have influenced us on our path along the way. But I feel like you're definitely in a space of sort of being on this precipice of transformation and really asking yourself, what do you even want? What do you want? Like, you put the wands down, okay, fine. The cycle is starting, it is. But you're having this hard time moving forward into this next space. But the outcome is the Nine of Pentacles. How beautiful is that? Wish fulfillment. This is a Venus and Virgo energy. So I love Venus and Virgo energy because Venus, obviously Venus rules you. Everything that we always say about Venus. Love, money, sense of self-love, sense of self-worth, all of that's fabulous. But in Virgo, you know, Virgo's a fellow pentacle not pentacle, because technically Virgo is air by Mercury, but earth sign. And the thing is, this is the virgin energy, so it's about getting down to the absolute basics of what you need. So a lot of you, I feel like you're going to be making some really good decisions regarding money. So whatever decision you end up making, it's really going to be very profitable for you. And if this has to do with a relationship, this shows me that you're going to end up in a space of a really solid connection, mental, physical, emotional connection. But it's about wish fulfillment. So whatever that is for you. And you know what, guys? For some of you, it has nothing to do with the relationship. It might not even have to do with money. It might have to do with you making a decision to start your life over in another state, in another country. Just doing things different that speaks to your heart space. Maybe you're going to sell everything off and just start doing some humanitarian work. You know, who knows? But it's just doing something different. You know that different is needed. Different is definitely needed. And you're going to do it. I mean, I really like this energy. I really do. It's going to be tough for you to make that movement forward, because it's going to require you getting really honest with yourself that things absolutely need to change and they just can't continue. And it's just going to be very difficult for you and for everyone else, actually, too, to have some sort of solid direction and solid answer right now. But it's a great energy to plan, great energy to research, anything guys, review, revisit, research, you know, get those ducks in a row, figure out what it is that's necessary. Some of you are going to be reconnecting with transforming a relationship, an intimate relationship. Some of you guys are going to be reconnecting with old friends, reconnecting with family members. Okay, but it's got to be done in a different way, or it's not going to fly and it's not going to stay in your energy field. And remember, Taurus, you don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to have all the answers now. And especially if there's another individual involved in the transformation, you guys will figure it out together. The energy does support that. Okay, let's pull some Island Wellness, some clarifiers. Sunglasses. Somebody's stalking somebody. Who's stalking somebody? Healing heart, healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction, passion, insane chemistry, like each other equally, having fun. Okay. Need some qualifiers, my friend. Sorry. Because I get a very what's the word I want? Like roller coaster energy from this connection. Because I feel like there was heartbreak here, toxic stuff. And again, addiction. And I'm always want to clarify that addiction can mean substance abuse. This can mean a little too much alcohol, too much partying, too many drugs, too much spending of money, obsession with sex, obsession, any kind of obsession. But it could also be really just imbalance, fears and insecurities and intimacy issues and all of that. And all the toxicity that energy ends up fostering, right? But then we have here, somebody's stalking somebody, gaslighting, perception. So again, this is like such an unhealthy energy. I don't like, because gaslighting is about, for those of you who aren't sure, it's the kind of arguing where your partner said or did something and they're trying to make it seem like it never happened, and that you're imagining things, and that I don't know what you're talking about. I never did that. No, you did that. That wasn't me. You're remembering it wrong. I think there's something wrong with you. Are you okay? This kind of thing. Very passive aggressive, but like not kind. But then we have this passion. And then we have the passion. And oh, it hurts so good, Taurus. It's that kind of thing. Because it's insane chemistry, having fun, but at the same time, you're gaslighting each other and it's toxic. I mean, that you guys are not supporting each other the way you need, and there's definitely dishonesty here, and there's an end of a cycle. But there's nostalgia here, deep nostalgia. Okay, Taurus, listen, you're remembering something from your past that needs to stay in the past. It really does. I don't mean to be negative, but that is what the Six of Cups energy in the reverse means. It means you're having a deep nostalgia for somebody from your past, but you're remembering them and the situation through rose-colored glasses. And if you push forward with something where you reach back to somebody back in the past to start this connection again, you're going to end up being sorry. Because that person that you're dealing with has not changed. Are you going to get the Nine of Cups energy, though? We have the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Wands. This is beautiful. Because this is about you gaining clarity and passion for moving forward and having this wish fulfillment happen. Is Taurus going to be meeting somebody new, Spirit? Is Taurus going to be meeting somebody new? Yes or no? I'm not going to honor reversals. Is Taurus going to be meeting somebody new? Yes or no? I'm not honoring reversals. Is Taurus going to be meeting somebody new? Is Taurus going to be meeting somebody new? Is Taurus going to be meeting somebody new? Yes or no? I'm not honoring reversals. Seven of Swords. No, not right now. So what I'm getting here is this Nine of Cups, this wish fulfillment. I feel like there's going to be a revisiting with this person, Taurus, but I have to tell you what I'm feeling. It's not going to last. I know you guys are not going to like that I'm saying that. You're going to really think that this is going to be a wish fulfillment. Please give me more information, please. Ten of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. Yep. Four unbelievably positive cards. I mean, this person makes you happy, Taurus. This person makes you happy. But I'm going to just, I need to give you a little bit of a warning from the cards here. The Seven of Swords, not only is this a no card, but this is a no and watch your back card. Because this is the card of thievery. This is the card of somebody having a mask and not being an authentic version of themselves. So you just want to be very careful that you're actually matching somebody's action and words, right? Remember, love is a verb, it's not a noun. So you want to make sure that those actions are showing up in the 3D. But I feel like you're going to feel very happy in your heart space. But the only caveat here, I do have to say, I mean, there's going to be a reconnection here, but this person is really not going to be who they're initially presenting themselves to be. But the thing is this, they might not even realize it yet. You know how many people have a mask, wear a mask, and they don't even realize they do it because they become so used to wearing it, where they become this other version of themselves, this narrative that they've created. The Ten of Pentacles is a reconnection energy, first of all. And it's about, you know, having money in on point and having the connection that you need. And this is Four of Wands, is feeling that firm foundation. It's the engagement card, marriage card. Eight of Pentacles is about building things together. And Sun is like that ultimate utopia. So I feel like you're going to feel so much promise and so much beauty. And I like never give readings like this. Honest. I don't, because I feel like you're going to feel super, super happy. But just be careful because they don't feel like they're being 100% honest with you. I just have to tell you that. Yeah, guys, that is what I have. That is what I have. You know what? I just feel like I need to just pull. Let me pull 3 more Island Wellness. 3 more Island Wellness. Kisses. Yeah, you see now, this is the thing. So I feel like you guys are going to be reconnecting. We have kisses, unconditionally loving, giving, receiving, affection, falling in love. Then we have paradise bookending it, happiness, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. But in the middle we have the runner. It's the runner in a codependent relationship who has a fear of intimacy and listens to their ego. And, you know, and that's the center energy. So I feel like this is still an issue here. So you know what, listen, I mean, if we have all of these cards and you know this going in, and if you know that the person that you're dealing with has a tendency to be this way, this is something you really want to be very, very on the lookout for. So otherwise you're going to end up right back on that hamster wheel again. Right back on the hamster wheel. I just feel like you guys are going to reconnect, and there's going to be a lot of lip service. A lot of like unicorns and butterflies like blown up your ass. And just make sure that, you know, as pretty as everything sounds, that their actions are matching their words at every step of the way. It's the best advice for this, you know. And this is right now, you know, maybe they have some sort of epiphany. Maybe they saw counseling. Maybe they saw the light. You know, it depends on what's in their chart. But this is the energy that I'm getting, is that whatever beautiful thing is returning, you're going to feel so excited. Your heart space is going to be so lit up. But there is a warning here that you have to be careful. This person is not being 100% honest with you. Yeah. Okay, my friend, that is what I have. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great week, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.